Here is lesson 20 for saxophone. We will play number 48. You should have already looked through it. You should be ready to go. You know how to play your eighth notes now because we learned that in the previous lesson. And you know all the notes. You know the quarter notes. You know half notes. So you should be ready to go. So let's do it. And 1, 2, ready. Yes, I held that note longer. Why? Because there's a fermata, so you have to hold it until the director cuts you off, or if you're playing by yourself, then you just have to hold it for longer than what's written. Alright, have you ever heard this song before? Does this sound familiar to you? It may sound like a piece called the William Tell Overture. The William Tell Overture is a very, very, very fast piece of music. I don't know if I can do it on saxophone, but the speed that piece ends is quite fast. I don't remember how the rest of it goes. Okay, but it is very, very, very fast. I want you to try to play through this piece with me now at a faster tempo. But before we get there, let me tell you about our code word. Our code word is scale. Hey, have you looked through your scales yet? You have scales on page 42 in your book. There's only 4 major scales in that book. If you look at those and get through them, then you will be ahead of the class. Okay, so let's start looking at scales. Here we go, 48. Let's try it a little bit faster. About the speed. And 1, 2, ready. How was that? Did you keep up with me? If you did, good. If not, then just go back and practice it. That was lesson 20. Thanks for joining me.